Hello there everyone! First of all, excuse me for my voice. This is actually my first time doing a voiceover for my video. I just feel like it's more proper doing a voiceover instead of just putting captions over the video. Though, I still am going to put subtitles on in case you guys might not differ what I'm trying to say in the video. Anyhow, it's been a while since I last posted. So I really hope that you'll enjoy this video and find it helpful. Well, that's enough for the intro. Let's now proceed with the tips and things you should know about Rhythm Hive. Alright, so we'll be starting this video off with some live stage tips. But before doing that, here are the things that you should know in the live stage section. If you look at the left side of the screen, you'll see 3 icons over there. So the first section is actually where all the songs are organized from A to Z per group. Now moving on to our second section, this is where songs are actually organized per album. Now our third and last section is where all songs are organized from A to Z as well, except this time, all 3 groups are combined. Moving on to the tips. First, you have to try your best to complete missions. For example, so as you can see on the screen, on BTS, I have a mission to achieve Best Performer for Namjoon. So in order to accomplish that, I have to find an album where I have the best card for him. If, for example, your best card for Namjoon is an XR card on the BE album, I highly recommend for you to use that in order to accomplish the mission. Higher rating cards gives a lot of benefits and points, making the task so much easier to finish. Now, what are the benefits of doing missions? Doing missions gives you tokens, and with earning at least 100 of them gives you a pack of cards. So we have a total of 200 tokens, right? And each group has 2 missions, meaning in total of 6 missions, 2 per group. Completing 1 mission gives you at least 55 tokens. So if you decided to complete all 6 missions from BTS, TXT, and enhypen, you will get at least a total of 330 tokens. Also, remember this when doing missions. Always make sure to use a song where the artist for your mission gets to sing or rap, or just whenever they have a part in it. Because if you decided to use a song where that artist doesn't even have a part or any lines in, it's highly possible that you get a much lower score than the others even if your card has a higher grade. I believe the parts of the artist that you're using has additional points, so make sure to choose wisely. If you still don't get it, then let me give you an example. So pretend I have a mission for J-Hope. Therefore, I have to achieve Best Performer for him. But then I decided to use the song House of Cards because my highest card for J-Hope belongs in that album. But then again, only the vocal line has parts on that song, and J-Hope has no parts at all. So as you can see, I wasn't able to get Best Performer for J-Hope and wasn't able to complete my mission. Just like with the live stage section, we'll start off with the things that you should know here at the Mix Challenge section. The songs with a star symbol on their sides are actually songs recommended for you to play, because they are albums where you have the best cards for that will help you get a higher score. Those mixed challenges with a profile on them does mean something. And they are not just there for display. They are actually cards possible for you to get if you play that mix challenge. Now, finally moving on with our tips. The first one is that always make mix challenges for all 3 of the groups every other day. Now, what are the benefits of doing this? First of all, if no one has played your mix challenge, you get to have all of the rewards from it, including the card, coins, and tokens. If almost everyone has played your mix challenge on the other hand, like you only got at least 1 to 4 awards left, I believe you'll get an additional of 700 coins along with your remaining reward. I'm not quite sure what happens yet if everyone plays your mix challenge. I think if that happens, you'll still be able to get some rewards. Though different rewards this time, maybe a 700 coins as well or higher. If possible, another tip that I could give is that choosing songs that are slow and calm for the beginning and end in the mix challenge. By doing so, I believe it makes the mix challenge much easier. Another tip that I could recommend is that on songs that has long notes on them, you don't actually have to slide sideways or whatever to finish it correctly. You just have to keep on pressing in the same place till they finish. Now moving on to our performance card section. Here are the things that you should know first. As you can see on the upper right corner, there are 2 icons. For the one that looks exactly like a photo book, how exactly do you use this? You can actually use this if you want to look at your collection of deck of cards for all of the members, or if you're looking for a specific card for a specific member. Now for the icon just next to it, where exactly can you use this for and how is this helpful? You can use this to check your collection of cards from a specific album. Finally, to our tips. I recommend being patient, waiting for an R or even an S card to upgrade instead of upgrading your B and A cards immediately. The reason is that it's easier to get an B or A cards, and there's a high possibility that you'll eventually get the card that you want. That's why I think upgrading your A or B cards are such a waste of cards, when instead you could be using your spare cards to upgrade your XR, R, and S cards. Besides, XR, R, and S cards has much more benefits anyways. Artist activity tips. Remember to assign a task to a member daily. By finishing this task, you'll get coins and hearts, and by earning hearts, you'll be able to claim multiple rewards. I recommend to stick to one member only when assigning a heart task, because in that case, for me at least, you'll be getting more and much more higher rewards. And once you reach the max level, which is 30, for that member, you can move on to a new artist, or you could also continue with that current artist. By sticking to that artist, you can get multiple bonus card packs over and over again every time you reach 300. But I prefer moving on with another artist as it seems more worth it. But feel free to do whatever you'd like. Finally, to our message box tips. I'm going to be honest that there's not much that I can tell you, but Just a simple reminder to always and often check your message box for any important updates or rewards. And finally, to our last section, the shop. Starting off with our first tip is a reminder to always check the daily deal section to claim the free reward of the day. The rewards can actually change from time to time. Sometimes it's gold and sometimes it's gems. They also vary from different amounts. Sometimes the reward may be less, average, or a lot, and sometimes, if you're lucky, you may get a very huge amount. The next one is that you can get a free trial for all 3 of the group's HIVE passes. But take note before using it. Make sure that you use it wisely and be active in the game for at least 1 week. Cause if not, all its benefits, rewards, and so on might all just go to waste. What I do whenever buying card packs is that instead of buying those premium ones where you can get 28 to XR cards for 340 gems, is that I just save up all my gems and be patient and wait for an event. Because sometimes, whenever there's an event, they offer such great packs at the shop. Sometimes, they're at a much lesser price, and I believe there's more possibility to get much higher cards. Plus, they even offer some gold. Just some extra tips that you may find useful. If you want to at least get an A, R, or an X card, buy the premium card pack. You can either buy the one where you can get 10 A to XR grade cards that guarantees 1 grade R to XR cards, or the premium card pack where you can get 20 A to XR grade cards that guarantees 2 grade R to XR cards. However, if you just want to get some spare cards that you can use to upgrade another card, I prefer getting the basic card pack that offers 10 B to XR grade cards that's worth 10,000. I believe it's guaranteed that you'll get some spare cards in there. Or if you're just collecting cards in general and want to complete your deck of cards, no matter what their grade is, then this can also be your go-to pack. Well, that was it for this video. I really hope you find these tips helpful. If you guys want me to make more of this, please let me know. Maybe I could make gameplays as well, or another video for tips for BTS World or BTS Universe or BU Story perhaps. I will also continue making meme videos, but probably soon because I'm currently working on a story at the moment, so I'll probably be busy. Once again, that was it. I won't be making an outro because, to be honest, I'm lazy, and once again I apologize for my voice and if there were any wrong grammars because English actually isn't my first language. So yeah, thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time.